Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Meister Tarot. Thank you for joining me in the energies today. Finding it hard to get going at the moment, so I do apologise for that, and I think it's probably the weather. We've graziers warnings, snow on the ranges, etc., etc., expected, which is a very rapid change from our summer in Australia. What I wanted to have a look at today is it's going to be a week of political readings, but I also want to France, Germany, Macron and Schultz, and also have a look at Boris Johnson. A lot of US politics stuff, but today what I wanted to have a look at was Twitter. Just go back and revisit Twitter, because it seems to have been extremely paused, and in that I'll also throw in Zuckerberg being sued by the VC to see how that goes as well. I hope to get to later this week an actual reading about just sitting in your spirituality and connecting with your spirit guides. So if you've got any questions, please in the box below, or email me. The email address is on my about page. So thank you for joining me. Using my Tripping Weight Tarot, sort of sums up Elon. Was reading a little bit on him this morning. Apparently he was relentlessly bullied in his youth in South Africa because he was different, and we know he is different. Had a difficult relationship with his father. His parents divorced young, and it's like I'm getting that the reason he is so motivated is not money. He's trying to prove himself to himself, is what I'm being told. But I just want to have a look at the Tesla shares apparently have dropped by about 30%. That may not be today. Oh gosh, okay. Retreat, wounded and retreat. It's all a bit, I mean, these are a hippie pack, but it's looking all very delusional in that card as well. But it is the Four of Swords. It is all about wounded and battle and retreat. So the Tesla shares have dropped, which means his net worth has gone down by quite a significant amount for us average people, but possibly not so much for Elon. He's up. He faced sexual misconduct allegations from an air crew member, and paid $250,000 hush money. He's been accused of exposing himself to SpaceX employees. He's had to put off significant staff recently. So I just want to have a quick look. So I'll use the Tripping Weight for an overview of Elon, and then I'll move on to my Golden Universal Tarot to have a answer to some of the questions. So please, flipped over. Page of Cups. There is something that is going to be revealed, but it is also a youthful energy that is bringing forward ideas and relationships that are out of the ordinary, which is what he does. He's brilliant at that. Okay, tell me about... Apparently he was on the verge of losing everything when NASA stepped in with a $1.3 billion contract for SpaceX or something. You know, he was to the stage of and it's leapt out again. This will be my Elon Musk card, very much the energy that he puts forward. So I'll put that down as the signifier. But apparently he was down to his last 30 million or something, and he had to either put it into Tesla or into SpaceX, because he knew one or the other would require all that money to actually get going. He couldn't divide the money and put into both, because then both would fail. And at that particular moment he got the call from NASA saying, you know, here's your SpaceX monies. So he was able to then rescue both companies. So it was quite auspicious timing for him as well, which was, you know, good on him. But okay, tell me about Elon Musk. Tell me about Elon Musk. Tell me about Elon Musk. Quite fat cards, these ones. Okay, let's see how we go. Right, so I've got the signifier, which is now my new Elon Musk card. It is this youthful energy. I mean, he's not young anymore, but he's got this youthful energy. I think he's fathered something like, I read something like 8 children or something, or 5 children. I didn't even realise he had any except for the one with Grimes. But yes, he has been rather prolific. But that's just who he is. He has this youthful fascination, a youthful fascination for the unusual, and bringing forward these new energies into just bringing forward these new ideas, and on this path that he's travelling. Okay, challenged by disappointment, loss and disappointment. Okay, this is the challenge that he's facing, and now he's not seeing the 2 cups that are still upright. He's looking at the 3 that are fallen over, and this is the travelling minstrel. He's not settled anywhere is the feeling I'm getting. He doesn't feel settled anywhere, and he is looking at the loss that he has had in his life, not the gain. So I don't think that he's ever going to find his... he has said that he wants a long-term relationship, but I don't know that he's ever going to find this calm stream. I don't think he would ever actually be satisfied with that. And I think what he's doing, it comes back to trying to prove himself. Yeah, base of the reading is again, he's got 4 cups. They're all full, but he's disappointed with what life has offered him at this stage. He's contemplating. Okay, in the past, King of Pentacles, wealth, security, working hard, protective, bringing forward new ideas, and just all fabulous king energy, mentorship, etc. This is the energy that he does have to his calling, but it's in the past. He is focusing on this disappointment at this stage. This disappointment. Okay. Oh gosh, these aren't particularly good cards for Elon. So there's the 8 of Swords is very much about feeling restricted, but it is self-restriction. It can be mental health issues where anxiety is keeping you restricted, or you just feel like you can't do what you want to do. And I think he is feeling very much that he can't achieve what he wants to achieve, because he's got this very strong belief. Sorry if this sounds a bit biased of me, that he has this belief that he can do what he wants, and the rules for mere mortals do not apply to him. Okay, right, thank you, Meister. What I'm getting is that some of this disappointment, so this is him, the challenge that he has is disappointment and trying to prove himself. This is disappointment about Twitter. He was very much in the belief that if he went in gung-ho with his wallet open and said, I want, that the shareholders and the board members and stuff would just bow down and say, yes, sir, how much, here it is, sir, it's all yours. So he's disappointed that how it's actually playing out, and he's feeling restricted by the rules of mere mortals. The immediate future for him, pretty good. The Empress card, which is about bringing forth abundance, growth, new energy, positive energy. It can mean Mother Earth, can also mean Russia, but it's not Russia in this instance. It's very much about growth. So and bringing forward something new. The external is he does have some difficult decisions that he has to make. He is at a crossroads as to what path he actually takes. So I'll read on Twitter itself in a minute. But he is at this crossroads of truth versus wisdom versus information that's coming out, etc. So he does have a difficult decision to make externally. Internally, oh wow. There is an ending and beginning. This is how he feels internally. There is an ending and beginning. He's... Okay. Thank you, Meister. I'm getting that he's very much, okay, I've been there, done that, what's next? He is how they term it is he's quick start, but he doesn't have follow through. So he's very quick at new ideas, exploring new possibilities. His follow through is terrible, and this is how he's feeling internally. He's very much been there, done that. What's next? So endings and beginnings. Hopes and fears, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Financial stability, protection. This is part of what he's seeking, is also financial stability, caring for the realm type thing in a financial manner. So he is wanting to stabilise his finances. Outcome, okay. He's having to defend himself. Okay. There will be something where he has to defend himself, where he's taken a backward step. Respite and restoration. And then the impulsive knight coming forward with the new message. Okay. Things are going to be revealed. There's anxiety about what's going to be revealed. This unconscious being brought into the consciousness. Oh gosh, okay. Sorry, I'll read these in a sec. I think these are all in regards to Twitter, and I think he's actually regretting making the Twitter offer. It seemed a good idea at the time. It was impulsive, but there are things coming to the surface in regards to this that he would have rather have stayed hidden. It's very much put him in the limelight. Okay, there are things coming to the surface in regards to Elon that this impulsiveness has brought forward. If he had just stayed along his path, this is what he's after. He's more just after some stability for a while. This is his hope, his stability. There's things being brought to the surface where he's finding that he's having to defend himself. That if he had just merely continued on his way without going down the Twitter path, he would have just stayed under the radar for most of it and merrily carried on as a wealthy multi-billionaire. Whatever is coming to the fore, that is being brought to the fore by his impulsiveness, is causing him some anxiety. He is having to draw on his inner strength, but he's also finding that his unconscious actions and thoughts are now being brought into the consciousness. So this is part of this impulsiveness. Okay, this I've got. It's about the thief in the camp, the thief in the night. The fact that this is how he is being viewed, in that he made this Twitter offer, then he's backing out, then he's making demands that weren't in the original contract. It gives the impression that he's trying to run his own race, make up his own rules and steal what doesn't belong to him. He is reaching a point as he has to decide what ship that he's going to bring into port. What is he actually going to concentrate on? He's spread himself too thin, and at the moment he's financially juggling. And he has to decide where he needs to put his energies. He's reaping what he's sowed in regards to contracts that he's entered into, and he has to just pull back and reconsider what he's doing. He needs to just take some time out and have a think about what it is that he wants to achieve. Okay, so that was Elon all over. Interesting. Nothing there that I don't think we particularly didn't expect. So I'll have a quick look at... Is he trying to... So what it is he's basically spread himself a bit thin. The brash, aggressive move that he's made has exposed some things that he would rather have stayed buried, that if he hadn't taken this action, that would have stayed buried, and it is causing him some anxiety. Okay, so is Elon Musk trying to find a way to back out of purchasing Twitter? Now, in all honesty, okay, so I haven't been savvy to the contract itself. Apparently Twitter said there was less than 5% fake accounts and bots. Private analysis paid for by Elon, so you must be aware that thems that pay for the analysis can often dictate what they want that analysis to be, but I'm not disputing it. So this private analysis has claimed that, gosh, this is giving me a headache, this reading, I'm sorry. The analysis was that there was about 25% fake accounts and bots. I am always drawn back to oh gosh, look what's on the bottom. Loss, heartbreak. Always drawn back to a FBI investigation that was done on regarding social media after during the Carl Rittenhouse trial, and they traced. Oh, sorry, I'm getting an awful pain with this one. The FBI determined that around 90+% of support Rittenhouse posts on social media were either bots, they were fake in some way, they were bots, they were paid trolls, they were Iger in the basement, they were so about 90%. So I honestly think that 25% of fake accounts and bots is actually too low. But whether that clause was part of the contract, I don't know. If you know, please let me know and point me in the direction of the information. Oh, harsh truth coming out. Harsh truth coming out. Okay, please tell me, is Elon Musk trying to find a way out of buying Twitter? Now, apparently, if he just pulls out, he foregoes $1 billion or something he has to pay. I'm not quite sure. It is quite, for the average Joe, it's a substantial amount. But is Elon Musk trying to find a way out from his contract to buy Twitter? These two flew out at me. I'll just have a think on those for a minute. So what we've got is, okay, the mercenary. Yeah, this is Elon, the mercenary. Races in, my way or the highway. He thinks because he's got the money he can do what he wants, or plods in, because it is a slow-moving night. But we have the challenge of the calm logic diplomacy coming forward over that. I'm drawn to the scepter that this king is holding in his other hand, and it's telling me it's a law scepter. So usually this card being cups is about relationships and emotions, and he is emotionally strong and calm and measured and diplomatic. But the fact that it's got the law scepter there is perhaps telling me he's finding that the lawyers are not letting him wriggle out. Okay, tell me, is Elon Musk trying to find a way out of buying Twitter? Is Elon Musk trying to find a way out of buying Twitter? It's just I'm doing this reading today because it's something that I've been meaning to do for a couple of weeks now. Okay, we've got the lawmakers being involved for some reason. Okay, tell me, is Elon Musk trying to find a way out of buying Twitter that won't cost him? Thought I had something fall out, but it's not there. That's a yes. Yes, he's trying to suspend it. Two major arcana, another yes card. Major arcana are yes cards. There is he's looking for an inevitable ending. And then two court cards. And another major arcana. So it's telling me yes, 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 yes. He's looking for a way to reset. This is in regards to communications and careers, passion and plans. He went into it with passionate without thinking, and now he's looking for a plan to reset this offer he's put forward with the communications. He's trying to protect himself financially. I think he's realised that he's overstretched himself, especially with Tesla, and he hasn't worked out how he's going to actually get the money to go through with the purchase. So I think what he's wanting to do is he's wanting to reset his finances and just bring them back to settle it all down. But there is a hidden agenda here. He had a hidden agenda, but I also think there's things in the paperwork that are not being revealed, not yet being revealed, and he's wanting to move on. He's finding that this is not the deal that he thought it would be, that he could go in and just take over. He's finding himself pushed out in the cold, but it's also he's finding himself, he's losing significant amounts of money. His Tesla shares are down. For some reason I'm hearing crypto, so I don't know whether he invested heavily in crypto and that's now absolutely plummeted. But yeah, he's finding himself financially strung, and the fact that this is over, he's wanting to step back and re-secure his finances. But the lawmakers and the legal system are going to step in here, and he is going to be disappointed with the outcome from his brashness. He is going to make an offer. He will reap what he has sowed. These are very similar cards to what I pulled up with the previous reading in regards to him, but he's stepped back and he's reviewed what's going on, or someone in his organisation is reviewing what's going on, and he's disappointed with the outcome. It's reaping what you sow, but also disappointed in the harvest. So we've got the disappointment from his brashness here, and he is at a crossroads where he needs to make an important decision. He needs to set some boundaries, have some boundaries set, and he is wanting to go back to the past. He's wanting to reset it back to what it was. So I'd say that's a yes, that he wants to get out of it unscathed. Now the next two cards I've got are the Hierophant, which is the systems at work is going to leave him feeling very heartbroken disappointment. The truth is going to pierce his heart as to what he has actually brought upon himself. Okay, very quickly, using my Gilded Royale, I want to have a look at, I don't know that I'm going to get through them all. Just want to have a look at, is there any truth in the sexual misconduct allegations? Is there any truth? Sorry, terrible energies. Any truth in the sexual misconduct allegations in regards to SpaceX exposures and the female aircrew member? Is there any truth in the he's in total denial. I see his PR team working overtime. Is there any truth in the sexual, for Elon Musk, is there any truth in the sexual misconduct allegations? Any truth in the sexual misconduct allegations? Any truth in the sexual misconduct allegations? Okay, circles of support, but also working together. Crossed by infighting. Partisanship, infighting. Okay, we'll keep going with this, see where it leads us. Base is, oh, okay. There are some very powerful, inspirational women at the base of this who have information, who have a message. In the past, emotional overwhelming, relationships, the cycle of relationships, overflowing, too much. I think this is the women that are going to come forward. There's going to be 3 women in total that will come forward that will catch him by surprise, and he will be in complete denial. But these are strong women. Yeah, the Hierophant, the legal system. Oh gosh. Immediate future, the truth will be his downfall. External energies, Ace of Wands, bringing, so this is this fire energy that these women are bringing forward, and his internal is the Death card again. Now it's got a different meaning in this particular reading. It is about endings, not death, but endings. Okay. Yeah, judgment and the hopes and fears. Literally judgment, inevitability, a call to arms, a call to come together. Outcome, he's going to try and pay his way out of it. Strength, lots of messages coming forward and moving on. A lot of females in this, a lot of women moving out of troubled waters. Okay. 7 of Swords again. Sorry. 7 of Swords again. Stealing, sly, lies, deceit. Message coming forward. Something to be revealed. Reaping what you sow and being disappointed with the harvest, anxiety, the Lovers. Now I'm always drawn to this Lovers card, very much a masculine control in this particular card with the free spirit. And he will have a decision about what path, and then we've got the 5 of Pentacles out in the cold, financially financially out in the cold. Okay. Oh, what did I get flipped over there? That was my previous reading. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that there are going to be at least another 2 women come forward. It will be, this is going to be interesting. I mean, I don't wish ill on anybody, but this is going to be quite financially significant for him. He is going to try and buy his way out. But these women are bringing their strength with them, and they will be bringing these messages, lots of information, lots and lots of information coming forward really quickly, which will move this forward. Can mean moving on, but can mean this boat is full of swords of truth that are piercing the hull, and if you pull any of those swords out, the ship will sink. So she's moving forward with these swords of truth surrounding her, protecting her in regards to the lies, this is bringing forward this Ace of Rods. So at some stage the lies are going to be exposed. They're going to be exposed. There is something that is going to be revealed that is emotionally uncomfortable, and there will be disappointment in the harvest, but it's reaping what you sow, causing him anxiety. In regards to relationships where he was, because of his position and his money, he had the power, and he will have a path that he has to go down. He will have a choice to make. This is about planning about which way to go, and then but this is about being out in the cold and being abandoned. So okay, Elon, interesting cards for you. So this is a long way from being over. I'm just going to have the quickest of looks in regards to Zuckerberg is being sued by in DC. Haven't read much into it about the analytical information. Really not interested, but I'll have a quick read anyhow. What will happen with Zuckerberg in regards to being sued for Cambridge Analytica? DC, Zuckerberg. If you've got any questions, put them below, any comments. For those that are new, I do, something catches my attention that I go, oh yes, I want to read on that. This is Meister telling me. I noted in my notebook. I may Google it and skim some information, or I may not. As example, for a reading later this week, I simply have written Boris Johnson. So I am purely going on what I am being told by my spirit guides and what the cards are telling me. So please, please don't attack the messenger. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg regarding Cambridge Analytica DC trial being sued. Zuckerberg, DC being sued, redata. Zuckerberg being sued, redata. Cards falling out everywhere. Oh! Ten of Swords was the one that... Oh! Okay, put them back, keep going, see if they come out again. Zuckerberg, DC trial, Zuckerberg DC trial. Right, very quickly. Legal systems under investigation. Holy smokes, he's got a lot of swords here. A lot of swords. Right, we'll go through them. Under investigation. This is the court case. Can be the celebration card, but it's also very much about being hemmed in. I'm getting that he thought he was protected, but he's finding himself... Okay. Thank you, Meister. He thought he was protected in his own sheltered little world, but now he's finding that this is about self-anxiety. This has been finding yourself in a position where you could release yourself your bonds. It's about delusion. It's about delusion in regards to the truth. He thought because he had other people doing the work that he was protected, that he's not responsible, that he didn't plan this, he didn't instigate it. I think by anything he is guilty of simply not taking responsibility for any decisions. So he's looking on while others did the work. There's going to be a harsh truth come forward in regards to this trial. It will reach a crossroads, and there will be this spy in the camp, this whistleblower in regards to this trial. I'm not seeing an outcome as of yet. However, there are some murky underbelly that's going to be exposed by this trial. There is disappointment in the way things have gone. He is disappointed in the way things have turned out. What happened was that he was addicted to this is greed and avarice and toxicity, and in some ways this is him chained to this greed and power. These aren't great cards for him, actually. It's in regards to betrayal, sabotage, deception, and then loss. So what I'm seeing is that he, in a similar way to Elon Musk, believes that he was immune because of his wealth, and did not take responsibilities for... Sorry, the sun's coming out, so I apologise for that glare. What didn't take responsibility for the decisions that were being made on his behalf. He was too busy embroiled in the power and the wealth side of it to be interested in the responsibility side of it. Does that making sense to you? So therefore he did not make the decision to bring the data harvesting system online, and it was through neglect. It was neglect rather than an actual conscious decision. And it doesn't look like the court case is going to go particularly well for him. There are things there's no huge loss, there's no huge ending there, but what I did have was that there will be things exposed, there will be harsh truths coming forward, there will be a whistleblower, there will be things exposed that he did not want to come out, and that he will be disappointed because what's happened is he's been chained to this toxic belief in himself, and it will lead to his own sabotage, and he will be disappointed in the outcome. So I'm not seeing a complete and utter downfall. I'm not seeing sort of out in the cold financially like I did with Elon, but there are things that are going to come out that are quite unpleasant and uncomfortable for him. Okay, any questions? Pop them below. Sorry, that went a bit longer than I wanted. Take care. Oh, I'm glad I've got that one out of the way. I can cross it out of my book. So I love you all, and I shall catch you next time. Bye bye.